Damn, man, what a fucking Royal Rumble we saw last night. Sorry I didn't do this review last night, but as you all may know, it didn't really end till like almost fucking 12 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I didn't exactly go about doing this review since we might go about 15-20 minutes long and within this review on what my personal opinions were and how I felt the show went. And the Royal Rumble winners, oh, thank God. Change of pace, something that everybody wanted to see, and thank God for it. Ronda Rousey retained her title last night, not even submitting Sasha Banks, may I add, which I was surprised by that. She pinned her 1-2-3 instead, which is actually a lot better. It made Sasha Banks protected in the sense that she didn't lose the match in submission. So it made her look tough. And the two Royal Rumble winners, going back into that, Becky Lynch winning with Charlotte being the last person eliminated from the Royal Rumble. I'll tell you, that was exciting. Both endings, both to the women and men's Royal Rumble match. I gotta say, I was super excited. I was really hoping that the guy or woman I wanted to see win got me excited, and I was screaming my full head off for Becky Lynch. And same for Seth Rollins against Braun Strowman at the end. Because I'm telling you what, guys, if I would have seen Braun Strowman win the Royal Rumble after all the hours we sat through watching this event, I would have been extremely fucking pissed. Extremely pissed. Like, literally, I would have stopped watching WWE altogether. I wouldn't have watched their pay-per-views anymore. I wouldn't have cared to do any reviews or any kind of WWE content on this channel whatsoever. I am over Braun Strowman, and thank God they made the right decision. They gave the win to Seth Rollins, who deserves it. Now, granted, him facing Brock Lesnar, I'm a little upset about, in the sense that, not really upset. I don't know how they're going to try to make sense of it in getting him the victory over Brock Lesnar, but it should be very entertaining and interesting to see happen. Brock Lesnar, by the way, his WWE Championship win over Finn Balor. He won by submission. The Kimura lock. He couldn't put him away with the F5. And Finn Balor, he was pretty much carrying his own in this matchup, which was very impressive. And I was very happy and proud to see this matchup unfold in front of me. I had really no dibs or problems with the issue, with how they finished it. So, in all honesty, I didn't have any issues with it. The matchup, Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor, I give the match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's pretty still standard matchup, pretty entertaining matchup at that. The two Royal Rumbles, the Women's Royal Rumble, I think was a really decent Royal Rumble in comparison to last year's. Last year's Royal Rumble for the women was horrible. Oh, God, was that horrendous. And the Men's Royal Rumble was very, very good. Better than last year's, even though last year's was pretty decent in itself. So I wasn't too upset with last year's Men's Royal Rumble. But this year's Men's Royal Rumble, I was very happy. They took a lot of the slots that were available for them to add people in. They didn't have any legends. It was mostly a bunch of NXT and NXT UK guys. So I was very happy with the decisions that they made for the entrance in this pay-per-view. Johnny Gargano, he was extremely impressive in his matchup. He held his own for a while, I think about 10-15 minutes. He got an elimination over Jinder Mahal, which I thought was absolutely great. And so, I mean, he did very well in that match. Pete Dunne was okay. Shinsuke Nakamura, he lasted a little while in that matchup, but not very long. Fucking Dean Ambrose, he was garbage. I didn't even care for him at all. Seth Rollins, fucking unbelievable. Iron Man of the matchup and the winner on top of it. Impressive shit that I saw. Elias's start to this Royal Rumble, I didn't really... Him with Jeff Jarrett was ridiculous. Jeff Jarrett needs to not ever wear or go into a wrestling ring again until he fixes his physique, because his physique looks horrendous. I mean, he looks fucking disgusting. I mean, back in his time in Impact TNA Wrestling, he was fucking unbelievable. He had a nice physique. Now he just looks pathetic. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking taking this offer to get inside the ring. But whatever. He hits a guitar to the back and then gets thrown out of the ring as the first elimination to the pay-per-view. To the Royal Rumble match itself. The men's Royal Rumble, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Women, 4 out of 5 stars as well. Both of them were equally as good as the other. On top of that, the Daniel Bryan match with AJ Styles, the match was very long in comparison to some other matches on the card. I didn't really like the ending, though. I mean, they had Eric Rowan return to whatever fucking storyline they're doing with him and Daniel Bryan. I don't understand that, but okay, whatever. And he interferes on AJ Styles and chokeslams him. Referee's knocked out. He crawls over. The referee wakes up. He tags on the 1, 2, 3. And AJ Styles loses. The matchup, I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. If you saw the TLC match, it was very similar to that, except for the ending being slightly different. So yeah, I didn't particularly care for the ending. So like I said, 3 out of 5 stars for that one. Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks, fucking unbelievable matchup. Love that one. I think that was one of the better matches on the card. I give this one a 4 out of 5 stars, most definitely. The action between both women were great, and the ending to it was even better. They pretty much were kind of giving you a clue that the 4 horsemen of women's wrestling versus the 4 horsemen of women's MMA may actually happen regardless of the rumors that are flying around about Ronda Rousey leaving WWE for a while to have a family with Travis Brown. So that could possibly happen. I actually like that little throw-in that they did with Sasha Banks. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. The SmackDown Women's Championship match. This matchup, man, oh man, was this freaking good action too. It was pretty standard matchup. If you saw Asuka matchup with Becky and Becky Lynch matches, you've seen them before. You know what they're like. They're very good flow and everything else. But the ending, how they did it to make Becky Lynch to tap out, was very interesting. How they did it was she was face first. Becky Lynch was face first on the mat with Asuka doing a rear naked choke. So what Asuka did because she couldn't get her to actually tap out to the submission hold, she decided to do a bridge like you would in a pinfall after you hit a German suplex, and it applied more pressure in the submission hold, causing her to have to tap out, which I thought was fucking awesome. They almost went with the whole idea of her not tapping out altogether, but they eventually, because of where it was situated, I have to agree with the idea of making her tap out. I thought that was okay, based on the situation alone. So, that matchup, I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars because it wasn't as good as the Raw Women's Championship match, but still just as closely good as the Raw Women's Championship match. The SmackDown Tag Team titles changing hands with Shane and Miz. Shane and Miz held their own. I mean, mostly Shane did most of the work. Miz was knocked out, I guess. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but Shane got most of the work in. He got the victory. This is obviously something that's going to be a short-lived title reign. I think these two guys are going to become enemies going into WrestleMania. I think that's Miz's WrestleMania opponent. which I don't agree with. I don't even understand why Shane has to be on the WrestleMania match card at all. I don't even get that. It's totally fucking stupid. The match was entertaining, though. I was happy with Shane McMahon's performance. The Bar did very well in this match. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty overall decent show. I really didn't have too much complaints about it. My only complaint really was the finish to Daniel Bryan's match, and the show was just way too fucking long. It was just overdrawn out. I think some of these matches could have just been on a TV show just to give rating grabbers and whatnot for the audience to get to see for free. I mean, like the tag team title match with Shane and The Miz, I think that would have been suitable for them to just do that on SmackDown and have that happen. Have The Miz go into the Royal Rumble as an entrant and get eliminated. Shane McMahon, he just do whatever. Pretty much not do anything, honestly. What other matches could they taken off? I really don't see anything else they could have taken off of this event, but regardless of all that, the show was very entertaining. It needed a little bit more gas to it. I guess you could say the pace of the matches were somewhat slow. But the technical wrestling involved in it was very good. I mean, honestly, the technical wrestling part, you didn't see too many botch moves. You didn't see people making fucking mistakes out their ass. The show overall, presentation-wise, as a wrestling show overall, was very decent. It's just the pace of the matches. They need to speed it up a little bit. That's about the only thing I can really complain about. Another thing I wanted to mention, Dolph Ziggler returning to the Royal Rumble and eliminating Drew McIntyre. I think that was a big no-no in that situation. I don't quite understand what the fuck the point is of that when Dolph Ziggler was actually exiting the WWE after this event is over with. Really, to be honest with you, Drew McIntyre should have eliminated Dolph Ziggler. I don't see where they're going to go with this. I don't really get it. I don't really care for it either. So, it is what it is. I don't know what to say to it, but I just didn't agree with that elimination. There's a lot of other eliminations that occurred in this match. But the action itself, like I said, it was fucking great. I really enjoyed myself. Just wish it was a little bit, shorter than it was. I mean, 4 hours would have been fine. An hour extra with 5? No, I can't do that. That's just way too much fucking wrestling for me. At least with WWE. With New Japan Wrestling, that's a little different. You get to see real action, fast pace, continuously each and every match. Here it was just like complete slow pace, kind of a dull type of deal. And I didn't really like that so much. I thought that was kind of crappy. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this SmackDown Tag Team title match, I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. That's basically it. But yeah, that's my overall consensus of the Royal Rumble. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a nice little quick video, despite the fact that I didn't happen to do this review after the show ended. But like I said, it was way too long. It was 12 o'clock. I had to go to work anyway the next day, so I couldn't take the time to actually do this review. But I thought I'd throw this video out there for you guys to watch. Get to see my personal opinions about the Royal Rumble itself. And, leave your comments and opinions down below. I'll get back to you on that. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to this channel. And I thank you very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.